It is recording. Now it is going to judge me, right? The camera is the best judge. If you want to gain self-confidence, I can suggest you record yourself. Not necessarily in English, first in Turkish. Because you can play around with your mother language and get used to that. Be okay with your mistakes, with your problems, with yourself. This is what, who I am. I'm okay with it. Yeah, and I remember when I was first shooting, for the first time, long time ago, it was really difficult. I couldn't speak at all. Because there's a mindset of, this camera is judging me now. Okay, yes, it is judging you. And let me tell you something. Nobody cares.
Funny, just a minute ago we were watching why some people speak more clearly while low level of English, some other while have high level of English but can't speak.
Was that kind of TED Talk or Turkish?
It's that
TED Talk?
yeah.
What was the result?
Result one of man, especially given example of man and other one woman. Some of in South Asia, one of them is Tunisian or something.
Malaysian.
Both Malaysian. Okay. Faisal and some other girl. Faisal is more confident because of that, can clarify oneself.
Clearly. Yes.
Yeah. More
apparently.
Yeah. It's about
why? I am asking why. Why?
Confidence.
Confidence. How did she or he?
She's a researcher, and she's working.
Hello.
Working on Malaysian people and Asian people, actually, how they learn English, and they gave some example about it.
Yeah.
And he told, I know a person who was born in Malaysia, and he learns English. However, his level is so low, and however he can express himself with that low level.
Yeah.
Actually, clarify himself clearly with that low level.
Okay, that's all right.
However, on the other hand, the other girl who is working on the pharmacy,
Yeah.
you can suppose that his level is higher than the other people because
Vocabulary.
yeah, because she finished pharmacy in university.
But she couldn't clarify.
Yeah, and it was funny examples for us. She was looking for some omega 3
Yes.
pills, omega 3 pills. She was looking for omega 3 pills in pharmacy and asked them which one should I get. The other one is for brain, the other one is for heart. And asked them which one is should I get.
Okay.
And she assumed that the girl who is working for pharmacy explained so high level and she can understand what's going on in that pills. And she asked like that, do you have a problem on your brain or your... Actually, it's so complicated. Like I said
Yes,
before.
of course.
Just problem on your heart, problem on your head.
First,
She asked like that. The pharmacy and
the woman asked the master of this professional one, and he explained lots of different things, and it make it more
complicated.
Yeah, more complicated for her and can understand. Then she prefer asking the front desk girl. He's just front desk. Ask, what should I get? She asked, you have problem.
Are you okay with your heart?
Yeah.
Or head?
Mm-hmm.
She
What
didn't
was
ask
her answer?
Brain or kinda.
What was her answer?
she said, I'm not as good as I used to for my grade. That's why she told her you can get the PhD.
ATC.
It's kind of something for brain, omega 3.
That's interesting.
But mentally wasn't there.
Yeah.
Mm.
Some people want to get result immediately when they talk. That's
Not
why
us.
just focus on the result. Are you okay with your brain or heart? They cannot explain, clarify themselves with their opinion or agenda. However, on the other hand, the other people only focus on how can I explain with high level, and it's not clear. I forgot the adjective.
Disturbingly unclear.
Unclear. Yeah.
Unclear. Okay.
Yeah, and that's why she exampled like that.
Mhm.
And one person who is French, the other person who is Korean
Okay.
engineer.
Okay.
They was in the barbecue party, and French people doing hot dog, and he asked to Korean people, "Do you want a hot dog?" Korean people say yes, yes please. And French people, do you want a hot dogs, which includes the cheese? Korean says, I don't need to cheese. I don't want cheese
No, I know she's on the
Yeah.
desk.
on the hot dog. That's true. And French says, however, the hot dogs includes the normal cheese. And the Korean people cannot understand what's going on. I just want a hot dog
Mhm.
without cheese.
Yeah.
And the Japanese people coming from there, and they say, what's the
Integrate. Integrate.
I will search it.
Integrate.
Integrator.
Okay.
The cheese, they told like that. The hot dog integrator.
Mhm.
Korean understood what's
Mhm.
going on in the hot dog because they just focused on the result of the language. That's
Nice.
why she can understand to make us understand that's point.
That's true. Yeah, good experience actually. I mean, this is really much more complicated than we are thinking right now, because I believe lots of factors are included in how fluent the person can be, how far the person can go. What is fluency? What is perfect?
Is it necessary?
Is it necessary? Yeah, I mean, we cannot answer such questions. I interviewed a lot of teachers. Have you watched those videos? Long time ago, a couple of years ago, I interviewed some teachers, Americans, British people. I mean, native plus English teacher. Have you watched?
What's the,
Mainly, they were surprised when I asked them. Students want to be perfect. Students want to sound like native. They said, why? You are not native and you don't have to be. You are a different person. You have a different nationality. Why do you want to look like American? Why do you want to look like or seem like British?
the whole words?
They couldn't understand and digest it.
Why? Because I guess because of the high school time, our teacher gave us two options: native speaker and native-like speaker.
Mm.
And the two options every time push us like you just can get the native-like speaker level, and you should.
No, there is not such a thing. I
Yeah.
don't, you know, for example, I am not following, to be honest, I am not following any television show in Turkey, Iran. I don't care. I don't have time. I don't want to. Actually, I have already closed my social media. Totally unnecessary things, because there's a different door. Later we will open it. You know, I remember your businessman called Ajun.
Yeah.
His English is amazing, but with terrible accent.
Yeah.
His accent is terrible, sucks. but he's really fluent. He can express himself clearly, I think. Businessman, he has actually made a mistake. He has traveled, I don't care. He has traveled a lot around the world. And I think this exploration actually taught him a lot. But eventually he says he keeps that identity. He says, I am Turkish, I have Turkish accent, but I speak English. This is amazing.
The whole world.
This is amazing. I mean, there is nothing wrong with it.
The whole world account for 96% of people who is speaking non-native.
Yes,
Not
yes,
native.
exactly. As long as English is an international or global language, I mean, what is the population of native speakers in the world?
800 million.
I don't know, yeah, 800?
Yeah, 800 million.
It makes sense, yeah. I mean, minimum 300 in America.
Yeah, and also Australia.
Yeah, altogether 800.
800.
Excluding 800, what is left out of 8 billion?
Nearly 1.5 billion.
More than that,
Yes.
maybe.
Like I said, just 4% of people who is speaking native to native.
Yeah, exactly. And again, you cannot believe me. Once upon a time, I talked randomly in one. I don't remember the platform. I talked to a Native American. He said that I am native English speaker, American, and also I am an English teacher, as an occupation. So 2 pluses: 1 native, 2nd English teacher, right? And we were talking about the same issue with other people there, and he swore that you cannot believe me, he is saying, okay? You cannot believe me. He says, if I go to the southern part of America, look at that. No?
Yeah, A1 level.
Yes, and wanting to. I mean, what is the location, region? Which state is there in the southern part? Texas. What else? What do you see? Tell me.
South of USA.
South of you. Okay, I mean, which states? It is very close to Mexico, right?
Yes.
Kinda.
Yes.
Generally, those people are American now. Okay, they are American. He swore that he says, if I wanna travel to southern part of America, as I sometimes do, he is saying, not my words, I need a translator, he says. He is saying, really, I cannot understand my own people.
Have you ever played GTA 5?
I played it.
You know
yes.
Trevor? When I play
Yeah,
GTA 5,
yeah.
I cannot understand
Anything.
anything. When they travel, speak out.
Absolutely. But practically they are Americans. They speak American English.
However,
But
they have
differently.
been affected by Mexico
Mexican,
and around the countries.
yes.
That's why they really
Change.
accustomed to speaking Spanish actually.
Possible, yes, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But
History.
practically they are Americans.
Yeah.
You cannot say you are not American. Why?
There
So
are
my
lots of-
accent is like that.
There are lots of immigration people who is located
Immigrants,
there.
yeah.
Actually, not just immigrants. The history is divided from the rest of the United States.
Yeah.
Out of the United States actually originated Spain
Mm-hmm.
and Portuguese.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
true.
Even the,
So the accent has changed, the
Yeah.
language has changed. Normal, totally
United States
normal.
buy like a 50,000 United States dollar. In those time, like not much. 150 years ago
Mm-hmm.
or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's not much. 150 years ago, these people speak in Spanish,
Mm.
and today they have to speak English.
English.
By the way,
Yeah.
even so they know the language of their natural language of English.
Mm-hmm.
They know Spanish in their school.
Possible,
The
yes.
second
It
language.
makes sense.
Citizen
For
is
example,
Spanish.
if you go to the northern part, I mean, beyond America, it is Canada. Can you see? In Canada, there are 2 languages, official languages. One, English, Canadian English. Second, French.
Yeah.
Both of them are official language. It is not a must, but I think Canadians normally know both of the languages. I guess so. The same scenario, you know. I want to say that It is not necessary to look like a native speaker. Why do you want to look like American or British? British. You know, I mean, these are not really important. I always say, I am repeating myself a million times, I mean, focus on pronunciation rather than accent. You cannot eliminate your accent. And you don't have to eliminate your accent. I have an accent too. I mean, it is not necessary to eliminate it. Accent is your identity. Accent shows who you are, where you are from. Maybe my story can be a little bit different. Yes, I am Iranian, but maybe when I speak English, it doesn't sound like that an Iranian is speaking English, because I am an English teacher. Maybe that's why I worked a lot on that specific thing. But normally, if you talk to a kind of Iranian person, you can easily understand that, oh, he or she is Iranian. I mean, they have some specific accent or pronunciation form. So the same scenario goes for you guys. I mean, focus on pronunciation. Accent is okay. Accent is okay. Look at Turkey, inside Turkey. How many different types of accents do you have? How many? Everybody's speaking Turkish, but differently. I mean, different accents. In some cities or provinces, maybe some different types of Turkish words that maybe you don't know. Possible.
Yeah.
You cannot say, because I am from Istanbul, this is real Turkish. You are from, you name it.
Adana.
Yeah, Adana, so your Turkish is not. No, you cannot say something like that. Everybody speaks Turkish because it's Turkey. The same scenario goes to different countries. I mean, it happens in different countries, in different societies. Keep your identity, I believe. Even when you speak Turkish. Say, I am from that city, man. I have the accent. There is nothing funny about it. You have to be proud of your accent. Really, I mean it. I am not just saying it because of this. No, really. I try to be honest. Really, believe me. I mean, accent is something that will stay with you. Pronunciation, focus on pronunciation. If you say water or if you say water, no problem. But if you say wither, that is wrong. That is not accent. That is wrong pronunciation.
If you have a good pronunciation in that language, you can speak out like a native speaker.
Like a native speaker, yes, you can. But that is not necessary. Language is a tool that we are using to communicate. As you said earlier, there were two different types of people. One of them was using a low level of English. The other one was using high level of English, but the low level of English user actually was much more effective than the high level. So these are really good topics. I would say, okay, let me turn to another page. Speaking has lots of factors. There are a lot of factors which are really important, which are really, you need to follow those factors in order to be a good speaker. Number one factor, guys, is psychological. Psychologically, you have to remove stress out of yourself. You have to remove anxiety. These two are really big killer of you. How can you remove your anxiety or how can I say stress? My technique is slow down. Slow it. Being fast is not the case here. Slow down. Try to pronounce the words clearly. If you can do that and you feel, oh, I can speak slowly, but my friends, my environment can understand me, you gain self-confidence. Who said that? Self-confidence.
I said that.
Yeah. If you gain self-confidence, of course, it is not going to be done overnight. It is not possible. You need time. You need lots of things. And then what happens? you believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, step by step, I guarantee, step by step, you are going to be better than yesterday. Believing in yourself. Remove anxiety, remove stress, practice, of course. It should not be, your practice shouldn't end only in American culture. American culture is a tool, yes. How effective, I don't know. It is up to you. But this is still a tool. Yeah, no problem. That's okay. American culture is a tool. Not enough. Impossible.
In addition to that, our education system is totally wrong. And
Don't open that door, man.
I can just.
You're right,
give an
but
example
don't
about
open that door. Yes.
My friend like the pharmacy girl. Make it is more complicated and more complicated.
No, it's not about complicated. In our lesson, we just focus on our paper, paragraphs.
Yeah.
You can understand whole paragraph on the paper.
Yeah.
However, you just writing your answer on
Yeah.
that paper.
Yeah.
You forgot, for example, she gave an example as an environment. You write down environment without an.
Okay.
Your answer totally wrong.
Yes.
And
That's true.
however, you understood whole passage, whole
Yeah, yeah.
paragraph entirely. You can answer that the question,
Yeah.
and you have that information to answer that.
Yeah.
Why your answer is wrong?
It depends on
When
the
I talk
teacher.
to
It
you-
depends on the teacher.
when
It
I
depends
talk
on
to
the
you-
evaluation system.
Yeah, when I talk to you in normal language, a normal daily language, do you care me about don't use without an
No.
environment?
No.
And we have to use environment
Correct.
on the paper, correct?
Yeah, that is a spelling mistake. Misspelling.
Yeah.
As I said, this is different story that you are talking right now. This is related to evaluation system. There is a system of evaluation system. The system judges. Okay, for example, you know me, my style, in speaking exams. I have some specific, criteria, and I follow them. Some other teachers to follow some other criteria. I cannot say why. Because there are different systems, different criteria that teachers are following. For example, in IELTS exam, spelling is really important. In IELTS, they say, I don't care whether you're using American spelling or British spelling, but the point is this. If you start your writing in American English, we want you to finish your writing also in American English. Do not switch. If you switch, they drop your point. Even if your spellings are correct. Because there's a criteria, the system, IELTS system. For example, I said. And yeah, it depends on the teacher, it depends on the system, how they are evaluating you actually. My point here is talking about the speaking thing. I mean, it should not end here in American culture. This is a tool, the place, the material, the teacher, softwares, classwares, I don't know, different platforms. These are tools for you to help you to motivate you in order to be better than yesterday. But they are not enough, really. I told you a million times, I'm telling it right now, the next level, other than today, is to give a presentation. I told this a million times, and I'm still saying the same thing. Because you come to do you know saturation? Do you remember the word saturated, saturation, this word? Do you remember? Don't remember. Imagine, that is plastic. Don't check it. Do not check it. I'm explaining. Try to understand. That is a cup of water, right? A plastic cup of water. Can you see?
Yeah.
That is water, not vodka. Yeah. That is water. I'm
Maybe
explaining.
vodka?
I'm explaining. I don't think so. Vodka is very expensive. Vodka? Really? So that is a cup of water, correct?
Yeah.
Now I add sugar inside it and I stir it. Okay? There was actual sugar. We could see this is sugar or salt. I don't care. You put it, stir it, then sugar disappears.
Yes.
But it doesn't go away. It is inside the water. Again, I add extra sugar. Extra sugar, stir. Extra sugar, stir, stir, stir. Finally, there is a limit. After that limit, if I add more sugar, again, if I stir, the sugar doesn't disappear. Why? Because the sugar is saturated. That is the maximum level.
Everyone knows that like that. If you use an Instagram, you wanna design your photos. They have it has some button, saturation button.
Yeah, saturation, exactly. We use it in photography. Yeah. So what happens if you wanna now if we want to again dissolve sugar, what should we do? We have to put the water into bigger container. Again, stir it again. We can see, yes, the sugar is dissolved until a specific level. Again, saturated, bigger container. I mean, bigger container is next level. Now here, in this speaking club, if you come here for 10 years, yes, you are going to be much more fluent. Of course, you are learning some new vocabulary. I don't know what happened to my hand, arm. Since the morning, there's a kind of small pain. I don't know. And the next level is to give a presentation. To give a presentation, if you really wanna go to next level. Other than that, we have talked about so many things. We talked about everything. And really, I remember we spoke about so many things. Maybe you don't remember it long ago. We used to talk about IELTS questions. I don't know, we used to have vocabulary things for speaking, different methods. Then I said, maybe we can speak spontaneously, that is much more better. It works for some people it doesn't work. And yeah, but again, if you wanna really improve, just being present here without doing anything for English is not enough. It won't work, guys. It seems to be that you are going to the gym, just going there. Okay, this is gym. I like the vibe. I like the atmosphere. Okay, but no, then. And you have to do something, man. I mean, you have to practice. You have to, do some sports. Do something for yourself. Otherwise, just being physically present in the gym doesn't help you. I think some of you or some other people in this American culture have the same position, same scenario. Just coming here for the sake, to believe that, okay, if I go to American culture because this is cool, that is enough. It is not enough. Really. It won't be enough. I have been spending a lot of time on English. I started learning English when I was 10 or 11 years old. Right? I studied. I wrote a thesis. I studied English language and literature. Right now, I know nothing. Really, I know nothing. There are lots of things that I don't know. Which means that 25 years, man, I have been working on that. Still working. How? By watching something, basically, not studying the books. Of course, my working is practicing is like listening. Watching movies, TV shows, YouTube specifically. So we are somehow engaged with language. Understand? So that you have to do it. Otherwise, your level will stay here, saturated, to be honest with you. Maybe some other teachers won't talk about this stuff, but I say the reality. I am not in the position to lie. Why should I lie? This is the reality, really. If you really want to go up, You have to listen. You have to believe in your teacher. There are lots of doctors outside. But we go only to one specific doctor. Why? Because we trust in him or her. If I have a headache, for example, this doctor is head doctor, I don't know, the brain doc, whatever, okay? So I go to that specific doctor only because I believe, I trust. But there are thousands of, surgeons or different things I don't prefer because there's a trust. The same scenario, you need to trust a teacher and listen to him or her. This is it. Because I have already, what am I doing? Because I have already come through this journey when I was 10, 11 years old. Believe me, we didn't have technology, not because of Iran. There wasn't actually in the whole world. When I was in high school, Google came. Google was very popular then. Very basic, nothing. Google, okay, Google. There was Yahoo. Yahoo Messenger. This kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Today, yeah. I still have a dictionary, okay? Bigger than this, the thickness. You want to find a word. You have to find it page by page, page by page. Okay, this word. Then there is no definition to target language, only in English. Today, you have lots of things. I say saturated. Okay. Easily. We didn't have that. Really. So how did we learn? How? I'm still learning. So because, as I said, you have to do something. Just physically present is not enough. Ask questions. I told you before. Find some questions. Nobody does that. If you don't do it, it means that you are not interested in English. I believe it.
With the advent of the technological development, procrastination is getting higher and higher.
Absolutely.
Because of that phone.
Absolutely.
And
Totally.
I heard some.
What is your telephone?
Samsung.
Samsung. What type of? Which
A50.
A50. Okay. This is A51, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I heard some vocabularies, I just take it down.
Mhm.
However, I told myself I will write it down when I get home. No.
Yeah.
And procrastinate.
Procrastination. A good word by you. Do you know procrastination?
Delay.
Delay.
Postpone.
Postpone. Yes. Huh? Postpone. Later. For example, you say, "Oh, today. Today I will go to gym and start working out.
That's it.
Today." Then something happens, I don't know, you just dive into social media. I will start it tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, I will start it next week. Next week comes next month, next year, 10 years past. This is procrastination.
It's familiarized with us as a Monday.
Yeah.
We have been seeing like that. That one day
I am going to start, yeah, but no, if you really want to start, you have to start it right now. If you can do it, yeah, I can be hopeful.
How is that work?
PROC. Open Google Translate. Use my technique. Open Google Translate. Let me teach it. Google Translate, everybody, open. Do you have internet? Open Google Translate application.
Just say what you heard.
Yes. There is a microphone.
Yeah.
Click on that. Say procrastination.
Procrastination. Yes.
Can you find it?
Yeah.
Okay. That is the spelling. Yeah. Just say it. Google will help you. Nice.
Long teacher.
Yeah, the long word, yes. There are longer words than that. That is nothing.
Later.
Yeah. So you have to do something, man. Push yourself, ask questions, think about it. Watch a movie, say, teacher, let's talk about this movie. You know, we can also do this, guys. I mean, but everybody should do it. For example, I really wanted the C1 level students to do it, but unfortunately, they didn't do it, or they couldn't do it. I don't know. We can do the same thing here in this speaking club. As long as you constantly come here, I see the same faces. Constantly come here. I mean, choose a film. Everybody watches the film, movie. Come here, speak about the film. Yeah, speaking activity. That's okay. I don't care. You choose. Choose a film, good film, not difficult. My films are difficult. Remember?
Or series.
TV show. I don't know. Or documentary.
List.
I have the list. Yes,
You
maybe
know,
possible. Yeah, why not?
contain really good films.
They are really amazing films. Yes, my favorite. People can watch. Come here and push yourself, and speak about it. This is one of the things that you can do. Next time, definitely. Procrastination.
I remember that the saturation example is really good, and we were in certain level,
Yeah.
to see,
Yeah.
and we are trying to attend the A1, A2 level speaking club and just listening what's going on in there.
Yeah.
Just we were wondering, and after that we got A1, A2 level, and we are trying to attend the B1,
You want B2 level? What's going on?
Just speaking, just
Listening.
listening what's going on in
You
there.
remember
and
one
what's
time
topic.
you expelled the both of us.
Yeah.
Why are we here?
Go out.
Yeah. in those time,
Yeah.
in those time there were some C1, C2
Yeah.
club
Yes.
with online, right?
Yeah.
We just tried to attend.
Yeah.
You didn't allow us.
Yeah. This is not my choice, actually. This is American culture's choice. The same scenario happened to you or to some other people, and they're offended. This is not my school, man.
You were trying to change our name on Zoom.
Yeah. This is not my school, so I mean I have to follow the regulation, and the regulation is correct, by the way. If I am A1 level, why should I go to B1 level? There is no point in that. If I am B1 level,
Saturate.
if
That's why.
no, okay. If I am B1 level, why should I go to A1 level? I should not. If I go to A1, A2 level, that is bad. Do you know why? You feel comfortable. Oh, I can understand it. Yes, it is easy. You are not going to push yourself. The other, thing also, A1, A2 level students would be demotivated. Imagine you go and enter to A1, A2 level. You start to speak. I cannot see their faces again. Impossible. They won't come back. This is good. But what I said, I am repeating myself. The speaking club should be much detailed than this. Level by level. For example, here we have B1 level, B2 level, C1 level, C2 level. Graduate person. Everybody's here. This is not correct. But this is not my school. I cannot do anything about it. My ideal thing is A1, only A2, only starter, only C1, only C2. One level only. Everybody is at the same level. Yes, it is effective. It must be.
It's gonna
Much more effective than this.
It's gonna be extra cost.
Of course. Yeah. Extra cost, extra money. True. So you have to roll with it. You have to, roll with it. Yeah, like that. And
So how many students right now took lesson from this?
including kids,
Not kids like us.
I don't know.
Our age, like maybe 200.
Right now, maybe more.
Maybe more, but the main problem, people not want to attend this kind of organization. Because of it, they can't. They tried a couple of times, and
Because
They
of time
can't find-
restriction?
they
Time?
can't find-
Because of-
just we to world
Yeah.
and then this kind of
Yeah.
organization and the other people. Teachers say it is unnecessary because people don't want to attend this. And
Exactly,
just two
yeah.
people took. We told
Yeah, they
everything.
dropped the class. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
It's about that. 200 people, maybe more. but
Correct.
They don't want to attend this kind of.
You know,
organization.
a couple of years ago, there was a club called Pronunciation Club. I was the teacher. Do you remember?
we attended that.
Before you, your brother was it?
Really?
Yeah.
Actually, that was my idea. I told it to Salih, and he loved it. And we started Pronunciation Club. I was talking about the pronunciation. It was really funny. Good,
Just
really
got
cool.
One lesson from you.
Huh?
You just got one lesson.
From me, yeah.
After that, COVID.
COVID came,
And
then
some other teacher tried to give. Some other teacher tried to give online. Yeah, just give us some kind of paragraph. and we
Yeah,
just read
yeah.
it.
read it, yeah.
This is.
Yeah.
I don't know phonetic alphabet, for example. I told them I don't know anything about phonetic alphabet in those times. And I gave an example. For example, I haven't heard or known any kind of that's vocabulary. And how can I spell that without learning phonetic alphabet? If
True.
you learn phonetic alphabet, even
It
if
is.
you don't know that, you can spell
You
it.
can spell that, correct.
But it is unnecessary.
It is.
It is just so. People try to, teacher try to give us lesson about the phonetic alphabet and or this kind of thing. Really, you can understand exactly. Even you see on the paper, just thinking, what was that? What is that?
Mm-hmm.
But without that, just imitating the teacher,
Yeah.
more effective. than-
Effective than that, yeah. So then what happened? People didn't attend. I mean, to
Because just
pronunciation
you are
class
just reading a
club.
no, you're just reading a book.
That is different story. So people do not attend. They drop that. I mean, they canceled it.
Actually, we were attending.
They canceled it. Yeah,
And
plus
those times,
unfortunately.
like 20 people attended
Yeah.
my online lessons.
Mm,
I know some people attended from the United States of America.
Yeah.
A girl being there to job, some kind of job.
Cabin crew.
Cabin crew.
She everything and then I see, I can understand, I can get it. She got every week little more confidence and more like native speaker accents.
Mhm,
This
mhm.
and
Much more clearly and correctly.
you will see how effective they be in.
Of course,
in
it
this.
must be effective. Yeah, undoubtedly, man, undoubtedly. But yeah, I mean, I am not here to judge. I'm teacher. I just come and go. They have a system, so we need to follow it. Unfortunately, whether it is good or bad. Yeah, like that. So let's have a break. I have a headache. I need to drink some water, and then.
So maybe it's not
No. Huh?
It's not
Okay. We can drink together, Nick.